Welcome to module number 4. In this module, we will look into some practices, some ideas pertaining to applying the PRINCE2 organizing practice. And this would cover learning outcome number 3, understand how to apply and tailor relevant aspects of PRINCE2 practices in context. Now, what is it that we are covering? We would be covering the following contents. We would apply the PRINCE2 organizing practice, and we will try to demonstrate an understanding of some of the relevant management products required to support this practice. And the relevant products would be the project management team structure, that's a part of the PID document, role descriptions, which is also a part of the PID document, and the commercial management approach, which is also part of the PID document. And we shall cover the areas of focus for key roles associated with the organizing practice. And we would look into effective management and associated techniques. And finally, we would analyze whether an approach to applying the organizing practice is effective and fit for purpose, taking into consideration the PRINCE2 principles and the effective management and associated techniques of the practice, and tailoring to the project's environment or context. Now, one of the key documents that is relevant to this particular practice is the commercial management approach. Now, the commercial management approach document is a part of the PID document, which is one of the key documents we create as a part of the initiating a project process. Now, what is the purpose of this particular document? The purpose of the commercial management approach is to describe the procedures, the techniques, and standards to be applied, and the responsibilities for effective commercial management. Now, this covers the approach to secure, service, and maintain all commercial agreements required for the project to be a success. This may include activities such as market engagement, procurement, and contract management. What are the contents that go into this document? It has a scope description, describing the commercial relationships required. For example, if any user agreements are needed, what supplier contracts are needed, etc. It has a section on delivery model, describing the delivery model for the project work. For example, elements of the work breakdown structure to be delivered by external suppliers. It has a section on resources for market engagement, procurement, and contract management activities. A section on responsibilities, defining the responsibilities for market engagement, procurement, and contract management activities. There would also be a section on supporting tools and techniques, for example, tender systems, contract management systems to be used. There would be a heading on standards, any standards that apply to market engagement, procurement, or contract management. For example, commercial or procurement policies, the use of existing procurement frameworks, etc. And then there would be a section on references for any associated documents or products. So besides the commercial management approach, another document that is relevant to this practice is the project management team structure. It's a part of the PID document. The purpose is to define the project management team structure in terms of who is involved in the project, their relationships, and how they will work together. It may also include a description of relevant key personnel outside the project team. So some of the content areas in this particular document would be the project structure, showing the various people involved and the reporting lines. It would include a summary of authorities and responsibilities, governance arrangements, possibly in matrix form, showing levels of management, the decisions that they are authorized to make, who holds them accountable, and who assures them, etc. You would have a section on working practices in terms of arrangements for co-location or arrangements for remote teams, and a section for supporting information in terms of the other people involved and the various relationships. So we looked into a commercial management approach. a project management team structure. Another document that is relevant is the role descriptions. The role descriptions are part of the PID document. The purpose is to describe the roles of those in the project management team and their specific responsibilities. Some of the contents would be the role, the name of the role, authority, what authority does the role have in terms of approving things, responsibilities of that particular role, accountable to who the role reports to, supporting information, whether the role is part-time or full-time, whether the role is combined with any other role. Now let's kind of look into the areas of focus for the key roles. In terms of the business layer, the responsibilities would include appointing the executive and possibly the project manager, providing the communication standards required by the business, providing information to the project as defined in the comms management approach. In terms of the executive, the responsibility of the executive would include appointing the project manager, if not done by the business, working with the project manager to confirm the organizational design for the project and approve the project management team structure, confirm appointments to the project management team, approve the commercial management approach, the comms management approach, and the change management approach. The executive would review and confirm the project approach and the choice of delivery model and ensure they are compatible with the business ESG objectives. When it comes to the senior user ensures appropriate level of involvement of people from the user community. The senior user would agree the commercial management approach, the comms management approach, and the change management approach. The user would contribute to stakeholder analysis, advise on the people aspects of the user community, for example, who the key influencers are. Now, when it comes to senior supplier, the responsibilities would include ensuring appropriate levels of involvement of people from the supplier community, agree the commercial management approach, if appropriate, the comms management approach, and the change management approach. So senior supplier would also advise on the people aspects of the supplier teams, for example, specific health, safety, and well-being requirements. When it comes to project manager, the responsibilities would include preparing and updating the commercial management approach, comms management approach, and the change management approach, designing, reviewing, and updating the project management team structure and work breakdown structure, preparing role descriptions, establishing and maintaining a healthy project ecosystem, and ensuring the well-being of the project management team. Now, when it comes to the team manager would manage team members, would ensure well-being of the team, advise on the choice of team members for their part in the project. The team manager would implement the comms management procedures, change management procedures, and the commercial management procedures agreed in their work package description. When it comes to the project assurance role, the assurance role would advise the PM on the selection of the project team members, would advise the project manager on the comms management approach, the change management approach, and the commercial management approach. Would confirm to the board that the comms management approach, the change, and the commercial management approach are compliant with business policies, would assure the board on the implementation of the various approaches, such as the proper conduct of the commercial management procedures, etc. And finally, the role of a support would include providing assistance with onboarding and offboarding, providing assistance with stakeholder analysis, providing assistance with comms management, change management, and commercial management activities.